Patrick Lencioni's book, The 6 Types of Working Genius, presents a practical framework that explains why some types of work give us energy, while others drain us, using a leadership story to make the model easy to relate to. He identifies 6 geniuses that are required for any project to succeed: wonder, invention, discernment, galvanizing, enablement, and tenacity. When you think of the 6 types of working genius, you should think of the acronym WIDGET. According to Lencioni, each person has 2 areas of true genius, 2 areas of competency, and 2 areas of frustration, which together shape how they naturally contribute at work and why they experience certain patterns of satisfaction or burnout. Lencioni argues that just because you're good at a task or an activity doesn't mean you like doing it all the time. Lencioni states that there are 3 stages of work: ideation, activation, and implementation. He believes that organizations must go through all 3 stages to be successful. Ideation includes wonder and invention. Activation includes discernment and galvanizing, and implementation includes enablement and tenacity. He argues that one of the biggest failures is that organizations often want to move right from an idea to implementation. 1. The genius of wonder, W. People with wonder are naturally curious about the state of things and love asking big, open-ended questions like, "Why is this the way it is?" or "Could this be better?" They enjoy reflecting on circumstances, spotting gaps or possibilities, and creating space for others to consider change rather than jumping immediately to solutions. Typical behaviors and examples include: a founder sits in a quiet office on Friday afternoons just thinking about the business, asking whether the company is truly serving customers as well as it could. In meetings, this person is the one who pauses the group to ask, "Are we sure we're even working on the right problem?" Or, "What are we missing?" You can treat wonder as the genius of possibility. It opens the door for every improvement effort. Individuals with wonder are crucial for strategic planning and innovation because of their capacity for looking beyond the immediate future. 2. The genius of invention, I. Invention is the drive to generate original ideas and solutions, especially when starting from a blank page. People with this genius enjoy designing new approaches, tinkering, and building something that did not exist before to answer the questions that wonder surfaces. Lencioni offers the following behaviors and examples of invention. When a team is stuck, the inventor starts sketching a new product concept, workflow, or process on the whiteboard. They prefer, "What if we did X instead?" over, "Let's just tweak what we already have." In the book, once the main character realizes how frustrated he is with work, a colleague with invention helps by designing a new way to structure roles and meetings, rather than simply adjusting schedules. Think of this as the genius of solutions, taking the why from wonder and turning it into, "Here's a concrete idea we can try." People with the genius of invention can approach problems from several perspectives and provide new solutions that others might miss. 3. The genius of discernment, D. Discernment is the intuitive ability to evaluate ideas and sense what will work or will not work, often without needing exhaustive data. People with this genius just know when a concept, person, or plan feels right or wrong, and they give practical, grounded feedback that improves the ideas created by others. Examples of typical behaviors associated with discernment include: a team member hears a new proposal and quickly says, "This part is strong, but that part won't land with clients. Here's why." Others often seek them out to bounce something off because their instincts save the team from pursuing weak ideas. Discernment functions as the genius of intuition and judgment. It filters and sharpens ideas before the team commits. 4. The genius of galvanizing, G. Galvanizing is the ability and desire to rally people, generate enthusiasm, and get others moving toward a goal. People with this genius love to activate the team, organizing, communicating, and energizing so that work doesn't stall after planning. Examples of typical behaviors associated with galvanizing include, after the team agrees on a new initiative, the galvanizer is the one who calls the kickoff meeting, frames the vision, and gets everyone excited about next steps. They send follow-up messages, set checkpoints, and publicly celebrate progress to keep energy high. This is the genius of rallying, turning potential energy into collective action. 5. The genius of enablement. E. Enablement is the instinct to come alongside others with practical help, support, and responsiveness when something needs to get moving. People with enablement say, "Yes, I can help," and then tailor their support to what the situation or leader actually needs. Examples of typical behaviors associated with enablement include, when a new project is launched, the enabler asks, "What do you need from me to get this off the ground?" and then jumps into scheduling, preparing materials, or coordinating stakeholders. They are often the glue in teams, filling gaps, smoothing conflict, and making sure others have what they need to succeed. 6. The genius of tenacity. T. Tenacity is the drive to bring work all the way to completion and achieve the desired results. People with this genius like goals, metrics, checklists, and follow through. They get satisfaction from finishing and ensuring that quality and outcomes match what was promised. Examples of typical behaviors associated with tenacity include, they track milestones, chase down loose ends, and push the team to meet standards and deadlines. If a project is drifting, the tenacity person asks, "Who owns this deliverable and when will it be done?" and then drives closure. Now let's review the 6 types of working genius one more time using the acronym WIDGET. The W stands for wonder. People with this genius are naturally curious and are very good at spotting gaps or possibilities. The letter I is for the genius of invention. After the person with wonder has asked the question of why, the inventor seeks to develop solutions. These people enjoy working with a blank slate. The letter D stands for discernment. People with the genius of discernment are able to give the inventor quick feedback as to what will and will not work. Often they use intuition rather than lots of data. The letter G stands for galvanizing. People with the genius of galvanizing are very good at rallying people and generating enthusiasm for the project or idea. The letter E is for enablement. People with this genius work to support others to make sure they have what they need to succeed. They are often the glue in teams, filling gaps, smoothing conflict, and making sure others have what they need to succeed. Finally, the letter T stands for tenacity. People with this type of genius are focused on completing the task and bringing the project over the finish line on time and on budget. Remember that Patrick Lencioni states that you have 2 working geniuses, 2 competencies, and 2 areas of frustration. Discovering your working genius gives you a language for why certain tasks energize you while others exhaust you, and it helps you align your work with where you naturally contribute best. When you know your top 2 geniuses, your frustrations start to make sense. Collaboration gets easier, and teams can finally stop expecting everyone to be good at everything.